Three, two, one.
What are your thoughts on Greg Berhalter?
He's
Brian?
trash. And Tim Ream,
Yeah.
the
Too
captain
old.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Boy.
I love him, but
So,
yeah.
no, he was running and he was, I know I say it all the time, he could have been an orange cone. He was literally, he couldn't keep up.
The whole back line was bad. I mean, Scully, Richards, Ream, and Robinson. Like, on some of those goals, they were
Anthony.
Yeah.
Anthony. Yeah, because what?
All right, so let's step back for the U.S. men's national team game against. I guess you could call it a game, but it was more like.
Well, I mean, they had their starters out there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, I mean, I think that was the.
I mean, it was a friendly, but it was really like our first foray into the Copa America. Is really
when
what
does
it
that
was.
start? 2 weeks, because the Euros start this week. We'll
Yeah,
talk about that in a minute.
the week after the Euros start is when our side of that tournament.
So you've got to be in. No, you can't. Yes, you treat these as friendlies, but the biggest thing, like, don't get hurt.
Yeah.
Right. The score line doesn't matter, but the eye test does. And boy, oh boy,
it was bad.
It was terrible.
I mean, you could tolerate like a 2-0 beat loss or 1-0, but
They got it to 2-1.
right,
Then
it was
gave up 3 goals and from the 60th minute on.
75th minute on.
That's when they scored number 3. Oh yeah, you're right, because I turned it off with like 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
So, I don't. He brought on that kid, Bogu Lawn.
Yeah.
Brought him on. I don't. We need guys who could score. Timothy Weah's goal was
I was gonna
beautiful.
say, yeah, your boy
Was
came
beautiful.
out, but
And Wes was all over the place. Everything just was so sloppy.
well, yeah, I have sloppy at times. They looked bored, like they were
Yeah.
just standing around, and like as Colombia carved them up, and was just like, not my fault.
They
It
were
was just bizarre.
static. Like I don't. When we get the ball, it's slow.
Yeah.
And, like, we're not good. I love us, but we're not good enough to, like, break a fucking team down in a tournament setting. That shit ain't happening.
No.
Other teams will be like, here, take the ball.
Yeah.
And when you make one bad pass, we're going to murder you like Colombia did.
But yeah, we made a few bad passes.
And you know who was made most, 93% of those? Mr. Ream.
Yeah. Well, and I would say, like, and that's also, it's not fair to play, like, when the whole team plays away, it's not fair to Matt Turner, who was
No, because he was
leaping all over the place, trying
was,
to do what he could.
He was trying to pull like a Shiesty
Yeah.
or a Peke back in the day. Like, I'm going to do everything I can, but after so much, like, what the fuck are you going to do?
Well, when your defense is non-existent in front of you.
Non-existent is that's giving him too much credit.
It was more like the practice dummies.
Yes, exactly.
That you move around in football or both versions of football.
I wanted to see the Carter Vickers. Like, why isn't he starter?
I don't know. I mean, there's a number of dudes, right?
So let's say
we're still. I mean, you still don't have. I don't even think Aronson wasn't on the bench.
He took Pulisic off.
Yeah.
And brought in Haji Wright, who looked good, but is Pulisic hurt? And that's in the 46th minute.
Yeah, that's a weird sub.
I don't remember him getting hurt or seeing anything about. Like,
I didn't read anything about that.
The first crazy thing, and then in the 62nd minute, right after we scored, he took Claudio Reyna off. Claudio? It says G here.
No, Gino Reyna.
Okay.
Claudio's his dad.
Oh, yeah. See,
Yeah.
I'm old,
Yeah.
so it all... Just
Yeah.
like Kachuk.
Yeah.
Man, his kid's a douche, too. He really is.
We'll get to that.
Okay, sorry. And at the same time, that's when he took off Ream.
Yeah.
And
then
he took off McKinney in the 71st minute. It's funny.
Ream at his age, I get it. He's got. I mean, he's the most experienced player on the pitch for the U.S.
It's not Giorgio Chiellini.
What? But yeah, I mean, he should be coming in. I mean, he should be coming in off the bench. He shouldn't be
He
a
should
starter
be that
at his age.
60-minute guy
Yeah.
who comes in to shut things down, but
Right.
he cannot keep up.
At least in this game. I mean, hopefully
Especially because
this.
he was the club captain at Fulham,
Right.
so he has so many games under his belt this year.
Yeah.
He's got a
Playing at a
miles.
high performance level. So I mean, it could have been one of those things where if it ends up being like this was a lapse in
No,
judgment.
Sinistera scored.
Yeah.
Or Sinistera
Yeah, in the
in the match.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I was going to get to talking about him, and then I saw him on the score sheet. So
well, I mean, at one point you scored a goal for Colombia. So
I did.
but overall, I would say is so, if you have a whole team that's fucking up, who does that fall on?
Well, I mean,
It falls on your manager.
look at the show. Like, oh my god.
I'm trying to get you back on.
So, here's the thing: they fired dude, right?
Which one?
After Berhalter,
Yeah.
after a
Lack-
public spat with a player's parents.
And after a lackluster post England match performance in the World Cup.
Oh, lackluster is
Yeah.
That's again being nice. Fire him, only to turn around and hire him right back.
I guess they couldn't find anybody, but I mean
No, they didn't want to pay anybody
right.
because there are people out there,
Sure.
lots
Really
of
good people. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
who wouldn't
and
mind a chance.
now it should be even easier because you're not asking somebody to come in and revamp the entire
No, you
US
got the
Academy
squad there.
system.
No.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, okay,
Yeah, you just gotta
here
do
it
the
is.
team.
Pick your guys.
Yeah. But the U.S. Soccer Federation or whatever the fuck it is, they've always been bad. I mean, they stuck with Bruce Arena for how long?
Well, that's because he got the free pass for
Yeah.
the World, was it 94 or 98?
94 it was here. So
94 was, yeah.
They were automatic. So yeah, I think it was like 98 and then we're
So he
but
got
anyway.
a free pass for like 4 years. Whatever. And then I couldn't, then Klinsmann.
Right.
And that team wasn't terrible.
Yeah, and
Put
they
it this way, we made the World Cup every single time under all of them.
yeah.
In finals of Copas and stuff. Like, we were basically doing what we're doing now.
Yeah. But that's my point is like
Right.
So if we've been consistently doing that, now we need to again if this is a precursor to
Berhalter, never mind.
well, into the tournament that we're going to be going in where we're facing the top South American teams.
What's their group?
And
We're going to go down that rabbit hole and not even get to the Euros. Yep.
well, we can always come back to
Copa
the
America.
but anyway,
I'm
the
listening.
what yeah, but the like that idea of and I'm going to get to it later on
Of
because
course.
we do have a nice example of what happens when you actually do like get people motivated. But the point of like yeah, we've been other than that that one-off year, like they've made World Cups, they've been progressing, but then now like they just plateaued with
Right.
Berhalter, as if like winning Nations League and CONCACAF is normal, and like we should just be happy with that. And
No,
and when we
man.
actually go into these
We
larger
should be
world
making
tournaments,
Final 16s.
yeah.
Like winning the first knockout round and getting to the quarterfinals.
I would even say probably the next step above that. I mean,
Yeah, that's what we should be.
that's where we should be now. But yeah, I
we're
mean,
not. We're
no.
still. Just show me the fucking groups. There we go.
But it's yeah,
Bolivia, Panama, and Uruguay.
right. Which Panama always gives us a run for our money.
Yeah, they're like our bogey squad.
Yeah. So, and if they play like they did in this, where they're seemingly disinterested, and your head motivator can't motivate them, like
Then St. Martin's national team, the island,
yeah. Well, and
would beat us.
I mean, I would sit there and say, I mean, hopefully the U.S. Soccer Federation is looking at this of going like, Copa is Berhalter's like audition for the World Cup team,
Yeah, 'cause I was
even
about
though
to
we're
say-
an automatic in, like
The World Cup will be here.
if we
in
get embarrassed
2
in this
years.
in this tournament, they got to go out and find somebody else and like open up the checkbook and get one of these European coaches who's just hanging
I
around.
can name 3, I believe, that are available.
Well, I mean, or you know,
Jurgen Klopp and
yeah,
we all know it's God himself.
right, and but it's all those dudes like have. I mean, if you make them an offer, they can't refuse.
Is Tuchel still managing?
He turned down Man U yesterday.
Did he?
That's how bad it is at Man U. That Tuchel's like, nah.
I'm good. I'm good. Waiting on a better offer. Wow. I mean, Tuchel won a Champions League.
Right.
Like, that would be a perfect place for him to go.
Sure.
Like he did with Chelsea, and then, they fired him, and then Chelsea fucking shit the bed.
I mean, anything other than I'm sorry, but yokels, meaning like Americans, are not the people we want leading the American team right now.
Fuck no.
No.
Roberto Mancini's available. He won the Euros. Actually, I think he is the reigning and defending European manager.
Oh wait, no. Your boy at Juventus got hired almost immediately, didn't he?
What, Allegri?
Yeah.
No.
Is he still out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
We could do a circle defense, and it wouldn't be as bad as that game against Colombia.
What do they call it? Terrorist ball, I believe is what they call it. Yep. So, it would be better than what we're doing.
Right. Yeah. Or somebody who also knows how to handle the starting lineup better too, and that you're not bringing. I mean, I get it, fresh legs, but also it's like this is a friendly. This is a chance to try out your young guns, see how they do starting off the game.
Right. They still got 5 subs too.
Yeah, you're
And
down.
I don't want to hear this whole he's just got the camp together and no, man. He's had this same core
Yeah, for what?
2 cycles now.
Yeah.
The World Cup, and he had him for the First Nations League title that we won.
Yeah, and then the one that we won going into the World Cup.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and he's had him for like 2 CONCACAF finals. So
Yeah, no, man, we should be we should be okay. Colombia's ranked 12th in the world.
yeah, I mean,
And we're like 15th, 16th. We're in
that's
the
not to
top
take
20.
away from Colombia.
Oh no, they are clearly
They're
good.
yeah. Well, you have to be when you're playing in whatever the initials are for the South American Federation. CONMEBOL, isn't it? Or is
Yeah,
that, yeah,
yeah, that's it.
yeah. But
Whatever. But yeah, and they consistently make the World Cup, and
Yeah.
they have to go against Uruguay and Brazil and Argentina
Argentina.
and Chile. Like they've got to go through all of those teams.
and when Peru decides that they want to field
Right.
the team, and then all of a sudden it's
It's right, and they consistently come out of that
yeah.
and make it to the World Cup.
So
I wish you kids could have seen the blonde Afro man, Valderrama. Was that his name?
something like that, yeah.
Man, that guy was bonkers. He was crazy.
Well,
At least he didn't get his head cut off.
yeah,
Was
no,
that-
that's true.
Is that Colombia, right?
The
two. God,
you
what
talking
was
about
that?
the Escobars?
Yeah,
Yeah, Colombia.
It was Colombia.
Yeah,
they cut his head off. People,
yeah,
head.
yeah. Because
For-
he
for-
missed a penalty, didn't he?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Wow, that is some fucking intense. Could you imagine that?
Right.
I
There's
better
your
make
motivation
this,
right
or
there.
I'm gonna get.